So developing your wedding budget. When it comes to budget, most couples tend to underestimate. And that's probably why almost 75% of wedding couples go over budget. So where do you think you stand? I recommend starting with theweddingreport.com to find out this information. It will show you average costs in your area, and I love the fact that this information is geographically specific because location has such an impact on the cost of living and therefore the cost of everything involved in your wedding. The expenses are divided up by vendor category, and best of all, it's free. So after you figure out the average costs in your area, you can revisit that budget range you listed in your wedding vision statement. Ask yourselves if your budget range is way too high or too low for everything you want to accomplish. At this point, you may not even know who is going to help pay for the wedding, so it's a little too soon to start cutting things out. But I just want you to get in the habit of revisiting your budget often to make sure you stay on track throughout the planning process. I recommend using the budget tracker tool found on WeddingWire. It is available online and as a mobile app. You can share access to it with your fiancé and your VIPs, and it has a great starter list of common wedding expenses. And best of all, it's free. The next step in creating a wedding budget together is setting expectations for yourself as well as each other. You both need to agree on what a reasonable amount for you to spend is, no matter who is footing the bill. The price range may be pretty wide, but at least you both will be on the same page with mutually agreed upon numbers. Things to consider are opportunity costs, planning time to save, financial situations, and wedding specifics. So first, opportunity costs. What are you missing out on if you spend everything on your wedding? The national average cost of a wedding is easily a down payment on a house. Are you okay with spending all of that? Just look at what you're missing out on so you don't look back on your wedding expenses with regret. Number 2, planning time to save. If you don't have a wedding account full of money waiting for you to spend, you may need time to save up. Of course, the person with 6 months to plan will have less time to save than the person with 2 full years to save up. This is also something to consider when you're choosing your wedding date. Next, financial situations. When deciding on a budget range, you should consider your financial situation as well as your parents if you think they will be contributing. If this is a hard time for your families and you're dead broke, it may not be wise to set the expectation of a really large budget. Number 4, wedding specifics. Of course, a lavish wedding with 200 guests costs more than a simple, intimate affair. Look at your wedding vision and make sure your budget range is reasonable to cover what you want.
No matter what you're looking for weddings, you can visit us at the Brad link for more expert wedding planning advice.